r/AskReddit. What's the worst random boner you've ever gotten? In a project meeting at work. Texted my boss sitting across from me and explained I have a problem standing up. He got the message and began the presentation himself before I jumped in. Good boss. Shame he left. Alright folks. I'm gonna kick off this presentation and then /u/Tol Kipper Jim will jump in when he loses that boner. Let's begin. Sometimes when you speak your thoughts out loud. I was at a Christmas gathering with family when I was 13. We were sitting in a circle on chairs chatting with each other. I noticed I started getting hard, but I was already sitting, so I was able to hide it pretty well. Then my cousin, who is a year younger than me, seeing there are no empty chairs, tries to sit in my lap. I didn't have any time to say much, so I hollered loudly that I needed to go to the bathroom and launched myself out of the chair while trying to face my body away from the general group as quickly as possible. Geez, a 2-year-long Christmas gathering. Most of that was probably trying to say goodbye to everyone and getting to the door. I travel a lot for work, and usually when the plane is descending for landing, I'm ascending for to Kiev. Edit. Thanks for the gold, stranger. Well, you're just following instructions and keeping yourself in the upright position and locked. My fiance and I were laying in bed and I was holding her as she cried. It was the anniversary of her dad's death and I randomly popped wood. Bad thing is I didn't notice, too busy comforting her until she looked up at me with tears streaming down her face and goes, "Are you hard right now?" Embarrassing, but it did make her laugh, which helped her get her mind off her sadness. Edit. Holy hit. I was not expecting this to explode like this. Also thanks to the anonymous redditor that broke my silver cherry. As this thread has established now, the term for this phenomenon is morning wood. Amen. I got a boner while consoling a friend after her brother's cancer diagnosis. She had her arms around me like a python, sobbing uncontrollably, her face against my shoulder, tears soaking through my shirt. I'm trying to be strong, supportive and comforting, and it's like, wow, schwanz. Not now. Inappropriate. I believe that's what they morning would. I feel like such a terrible person for laughing at this. Hit a raccoon on my way home from work one night. Questioned myself for a while. Edit. My first gold. Thanks. Who knew it would be for a roadkill boner? Edit 2. Bye to the couple of people who are asking. My comment means that I eviscerated a small animal with my car and it gave me a boner. Then I punched it. Just to see. What conclusion did you come to? Necrophilia and bestiality means fun times for his brain. I got one while wearing a morph suit. Boy, you cannot hide a boner in a morph suit. Mighty Morphin. Boner ages. Going through tech school to be security forces in the Air Force, military police, and we were training on handcuffing and searching that day. I was cuffed and a fellow trainee was searching me. I look over at the female trainees doing their cuffing and searching and, well, I don't know if it was my imagination running away with me because we all just got out of basic training, but I swear they were moaning and had their eyes closed in what seemed like pleasure. Huge raging bone right as my partner was doing the crotch check. I really wanted to tell him to stop, but our instructors were giving instructions to the pair right next to us. So I couldn't just say, "Yo, stop. Don't." All I could do was plead with my eyes as he grabs my throbbing, rock hard airman. He made eye contact with me and had this look of betrayal in his eyes, and I'm trying to apologize with my eyes. Well, from the outside in, it just looks like two dudes making deep eye contact, with one of them handcuffed and the other one with his hand on the other dude boner. Which exactly what our instructor said with his eyes when he looked at us. Sigh. Good times. Edit. Wow. Highest comment and gilded X2. For the very first time. Thanks so much, kind strangers, for enjoying the story of my boner. Edit 2. Matters. I don't know where you are in the world or if you're still even in, but bro, I'm still so sorry. Edit 3. Platinum. I thought that was a Reddit joke. I have no idea what to do with these riches, but thank you, kind stranger. And thank you everyone for laughing with me at an old memory I didn't think was really that funny. Edit 4. Wow, this blew up at r/Siden Let me clarify that we were doing a standing search and the ladies were doing boob grabs and such. Just to paint a better picture. Why boob grabs? Doesn't sound like good arrest procedure to me. I was in chemistry class working on a lab. The weird and slightly socially awkward girl noticed and got visibly entertained. At least it made someone happy. That's more than any of us can say. Mass suicide by words. During my first breakup, it was amicable and we were both sitting down and had both been crying. She kissed me on the forehead as she was about to leave and boom, I got a boner. No idea why. There was absolutely nothing exy about that moment. It was one of the worst days of my life. The human body is so strange. Perhaps it was your D saying also goodbye. It was reaching back out for a hug. Fell asleep in religion class. To wake me up, I guess my teacher asked me to get up and collect the Bibles from all of my classmates. All I remember is holding the Bibles like a ducking weirdo and avoiding eye contact with a couple of girls I had a crush on. Edit. I learned this years later. Flex any muscle for 30 seconds and your boner goes away. Edit again. Sort of related. My ex showed me that if you wrap your left fingers around your left thumb like a fist, it eliminates your gag reflex. This is a man of powerful knowledge. I hear there was an apple involved. I was young. Probably 13, 14. Still learning the tuck in the waistband technique. I went to the beach with my friend and his extended family. He had a exy 25-year-old cousin. She was gorgeous. I was sitting in the ocean trying to get rid of my flaccid almost boner when we decided to get out. I did the old fold into the waistband. In swim trunks. You had to be careful with this one. But it wasn't a rager, so I wasn't worried. So it was fine. Nothing looked weird until she walked over and said, "Oh wow. Your chest vein is so blue." She then ran her finger down my vein on my chest. I became rock hard and the tip of my peen soared past the waistband of my swim trunks. Full cockhead just hanging out. They stared and I turned red and just kinda readjusted and walked back into the ocean in shame. Edit. Oh man. This is my legacy now. Beach boners. Thanks for the stuff. That sounds like the kind of trope from a romance comedy anime or manga. Edit. I didn't mean any sort of disrespect. I just wanted to point out how uncanny the similarity is. Yamito Ni-chan. When I was 14, my mom forced me to do a rowing class to make friends, as I had none. There was this 18-year-old beautiful Mexican girl who was instructor. I was rowing in the front row, and she was sitting on the front of the boat. Needless to say, I got a boner. No one else behind me could see, but she definitely knew. We just had to sit in the boat. The only ones who knew. Sharing the moment together. I quit rowing a few weeks later, and I still have no friends. I quit rowing a few weeks later, and I still have no friends. r/2 Miral 4 Miral. /r/quit rowing. A female friend was sobbing in my arms. Ducking peen being a peen. Not now, little dude. It's just your sympathy boner saying hello. You mean the affection erection. In high school we were pairing up for a class project. We were going boy/girl to do a marriage simulation with a fake baby egg we had to carry around with us at all times. The teacher was drawing names out of a bowl to pair us up. We would then stand up and walk down the middle of the classroom together as our wedding, then we would be a couple for a week. Well, when he was starting to draw names, I got a boner that would not die, and I started to panic and sweat, knowing if I got called up it would be highly visible to the class and my new wife. I was lucky enough to go second to last, and by then it had subsided a tad, but when I held hands with the girl I was sweaty as duck and I kind of turned off my new wife. Ended up doing pretty good on the project, cause I did the whole damn thing myself. My teacher who gave us the marriage project got busted for hooking up with students while his wife was in chemo. Edit. Changed my then to then cause some of you are diehard thesaurians. Well, that took a strange turn there at the end. As noted, thesaurian Alanis Morissette would inscribe. Isn't it ironic? Boner before a presentation in English. I was so stiff that I had to tell the teacher I wasn't ready. Pretty much this. but it was algebra and I refused to go to the board to work out an equation. She sent me to the principal's office for insubordination. So I walked to the principal's office with my backpack over my junk. Were you honest with the principal when you talked to him/her? Cause that would be hilarious. If you shot it straight, I wonder how they would react. Every day on my commute. If I sleep on the train, and I always wake up with morning wood when we arrive at my stop. I got a new, longer coat to make getting off of the train less embarrassing. Sounds like you really needed the longer jacket to help make getting off on the train less embarrassing. Edit. Train. Not plane. Plane. Thanks, Op. Now I feel really old because I can't remember the last time I had a random boner. Sounds like a blessing from all